Yeah, what's the word? It's your boy A-Ball. We back at it like a crack at it. Bringing you another episode of the Code Podcast where we talk about choices, opinions, decisions, and most importantly, experiences. Today we got another one. We got another great episode where we talking black art. We got some successful artists here. Of course, they black, black art, and we're trying to talk about their journey on their music career, how they got to where they are, things that they invested in, things like that. Some challenges they may have overcome, but also, too, just to talk about the stuff they got coming up. They got some fire shit on the way, right? So I just want y'all to bear with me, jump in, kind of put your listening ears on, see what they got to talk about. Of course, I'm introducing them and let them introduce themselves. Let me know who y'all is.
How y'all doing today? I'm Big Sai.
I go by AC or A Chardae.
Yo, I'm Don Pezy with one E.
Heard you. Well, most definitely thank y'all for pulling up on the podcast, We're going to definitely talk about some good shit that y'all got going on. Talk about y'all journey for real. I want to actually get to know what y'all got going on, what y'all doing, and like some trials and tribulations for the people out there, but for me too as well. Because I love music type shit, but everybody don't see behind the scenes shit. Can we take it like a courtesy shot? You know what I'm saying? For the
sure, man. For the people. For the people.
You know what? This is juice, all right? This is juice. Now. So, for starters, and like I said, no matter what order y'all going and stuff like that, I know y'all get y'all name, of course, but who are you? How long have you been making music, and what city are you repping out of?
So I'm Don Pezy. I'm from Petersburg, Virginia. I started rapping 2017, 2018. 2018, first time I recorded a song, so yeah.
Okay.
Don't act like you a classy girl with manners and you really want love. This the reason I hate love, cause soon as I put my foot in, that motherfucker get cut off. It's crazy how I cut off girls, that was really about love. If I ever dropped this song, I probably wouldn't hear the end of. I know that love is crazy, but the real truth about love is the fact you gotta trust and hope someone else will give you back love. And I can't even trust love, why should I put my trust up? Nobody ever loved us, nobody in my city trusts. And I can't.
Okay, well, I'm AC. I'm repping Petersburg as well. I actually started rapping when I was like 11.
Oh, shit.
I'm 25 now, so I've been rapping for a little while.
Okay.
Nobody can fuck with me. I'm never asking nobody for nothing. Just to keep it a buck with me. Same one switched up, same one they be trying to get up with me. I'ma keep getting this money you watch from a distance, you could've been up with me. But these bitches behave for sure. Never gonna wait no line, I go straight through the door. And I never did need me a hoe. Quit all that talking, just eat on it.
I'm Big Sai. I'm from Richmond. I've been rapping since probably 3, 4. My pops had a studio. He had a little studio, and he had a mic, everything set up. He used to record me and like give me CDs growing up.
Okay.
From like 4 to like 8. Then that's when like him and my mom just separated. Then I got back into it around like 11, 12 for fun, and shits and giggles. Now you got like the rap battles in school, lunch table, beef on Facebook,
grinding,
stuff like that.
Yeah.
You doing that before I was rapping? That's just normal, like.
And then after that, start hooping. After that, I took a break from that. Then I went back into it around, I was probably 19. Made a single. Everybody was fucking with it. Got a little bit of pennies off it. And I said, shit, I think I could push this.
Okay. What city you rapping?
Oh, I said Richmond, for sure. Southside.
For sure.
Come on. They said the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. They say from the way that you walk, baby girl, you should be my boo. They say you should be my passenger, princess of my boo. They say I'm a crash, turning your fans and slide for you. Come on. You my sweet lady. I'm trying to still buy you that Mercedes.
Now, I know the goal is to make money, obviously, right? And goal is to get your music out there to be known, things like that. So would you rather be rich with the music or famous with the music?
Rich.
Rich?
I'd rather be rich with the music, for sure.
I'm rich. I don't really want to be rich. Yeah, I want to be rich. It's weird. It's 50-50 because I want to be famous, but for different reasons. Like I want to be big to promote something that's not popular now, but I want to be, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But I want the family, the rich for the family, to be able to take care of my people. That's what I want the money for.
Well,
it's like 50-50.
So for me, I say fame.
Okay.
The reason why I say fame is because like I feel like fame can bring you money.
Okay.
A lot of people get paid off being famous. A lot of people.
Yeah, because a lot of niggas with no
ways.
talents and shit.
Yeah, but also too with that, it's like when you're famous with the money and famous off music, that's when you got to go through like a lot of different trials and tribulations. And it's like you the front line for like your family or the people, and you got to do all the dirty work and go through all this stuff, and they can just get the rich and just stay in the background and stuff like that.
Type shit. So in that same instance, are you currently signed to a label, independent, got a distribution deal? What's the current status of you and your music?
I'm independent, but I'm working on a distribution deal currently.
Okay.
I'm independent all the way right now.
Okay.
I'm independent all the way. Independent.
Okay. Now, do you guys, for you guys being independent, do you guys plan on staying, or like it had to be the right deal, or what's up with that? Like, plan on long term. What you thinking?
For me, it would definitely have to be the right deal. I'm not so much into like, I don't really know about a record deal no more because I don't really think you necessarily need them.
Okay.
Like, me and my pops, we try and build this joint up from the ground up, like everything else we got going on, and use that to, you know what I'm saying, put me on.
Yeah.
So like my journey gonna be a little different because it's gonna take a little time because we trying to do it a little different. We ain't trying to depend on nobody else because I done watch all these artists, they get stuck in these messed up deals, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, because they, you know, you quick to jump the gun or whatever. It's like, I know I got the talent. I know I got the right goals. Like, I got the right people around me. If we just stick to the plan, it's going to work, you know? So
For sure, stick to the
I just
script.
feel like with good timing and God's timing, everything going to play out the way it play out. But as far as a deal, like, I just want to be careful with that. Like, I would do like him, like maybe a distribution or maybe like a management deal, like or marketing, you know, something that like
Something to put it out there,
Yeah.
but yeah, I own mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I would. I agree with a lot of what they said. I feel like my favorite rapper, 21 Savage. Like, one thing I learned from him was he had a platinum song before he signed a label. So when he signed to the label, he had leverage to negotiate a deal that in streaming he making a lot of money.
Yeah.
But most rappers don't have that type of. He still got control. He feel like he got a good relationship with his label. Most people just don't have no. You got to come with leverage.
I signed late. I ain't signed early. We already had plaques. I had a platinum album before I signed my deal.
You had a platinum album, independent. You owned your publishing and everything.
Yes, I own my masters right now. Every song you ever heard. I got a 70-30 split with my label. I get 70, they get 30. I own all my masters. So my deal ain't no deal where it's like, damn, I wish I was independent. I make more money off my album sales than I do off touring. A lot of rappers, most of their money come from touring. I make more money off my album sales and my music sales than I do off touring.
Well, who directly gave you the game, though?
We learned from all the OGs who ain't do it the right way. Watching interviews, watching speak on how they can't get their music in this movie because somebody else owned it. I done been around other rappers and we was at the same spot at the same time, and they jumped the gun and went and signed a deal for $200,000 because they ain't have enough leverage. So I waited till I had enough leverage to go in there and say, hey, I want this much money for this album, giving y'all this much, and I'm keeping all this.
Because, like, you know, you a businessman. I see how you move. Like, even with how you move, you got to bring something to the table before you can really make or expect to make some money. So,
yeah, come with skin in the game for sure.
Yeah, like, you can have no talent and make it, but they just using you as a vessel, and then when you got them, you burn out. If you don't got the talent, if you ain't learned nothing in that time span, it's over for you. But if you come to the table with something, they want you. They willing to spend money with you because they need you. They trick you to think it's money, but it's really you got to have a product before you can even, you know what I'm saying, have the money. So
that's valid.
We're trying to build our stuff from the ground up too, me and my family, like on some independent stuff. But I would, like I said, if it came to a certain type of deal, I would sign one just to get in a position to do more. But it would take some time though, for sure.
So for me, I think I'm more big on a distribution deal, but I would do a deal depending on the company, you know.
Okay.
Like a lot of companies can bring like more with your music, like Warner Bros, for instance. You know, Warner Bros, they actually got music and they also got movies and all different types of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm also trying to break out inside like different lanes. So I feel like, you know, if you're already in the field, it ain't nothing just to slide you around rather than you go somewhere else.
That's definitely true. I see the piggyback off of what you said as well as about people getting fucked on deals and people getting. I didn't know that when you taking that money up front, that money is literally a loan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you had that one hot song, they invest in you. We gonna give you this up front. You know, niggas from where we from, they might blow up off a song, and you know they put the big social media post. I'm signed, got 300,000, 500,000 up front, all these things, and then they go ghost after that. Like, what happened, nigga? What a follow up?
Money back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot to go into that, especially taking that money up front. And I talked to an artist, and he was just like, yo, you got to have a follow up. And when it comes to, you got that banger, that it might be an EP, it might be a tape, might be whatever. They looking for a follow up. You buzzing. Now you gotta hit them again.
Yeah, you gotta keep coming because they gonna want more.
Yeah, and most niggas like, shit, I ain't expect that joint to take off, so shit, now I'm struggling and they throwing shit together. I just was watching the other day, Bossman and D-Lo was like, my song's 1 minute and 30 seconds, max. What are y'all thoughts on that?
So I think he just evolving with the time.
Okay.
You know, back in the day, you know, songs was 10 minutes, 8 minutes. Then it started getting to 5 minutes. Then 3 minutes and 40 seconds, I think.
Everything
now
just
2 minutes,
yeah.
30 seconds. Now it's 1 minute and, I think, 45. You know, people's attention span just dying down.
Damn.
You know?
I always been like that, though. Like, I always kept my songs are always either, I think 1 minute and 30. I get that. It's like the cheat code, if you ask me, because it's so short to the point, and if it's catchy, it's like I want to hear that back, and they keep playing it, and they keep playing it, and they keep playing it. So it's like I always made sure my songs was under 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Gotcha.
So like 1 minute and 30 seconds, like I even get that because it's like I said, it's so short, and when you got that banger, people just gonna keep replaying it.
Yeah, start that bitch over.
Like that's what it's about, and that's why he do it. And because it's like, you want more. It's like, why is it so short? Like, it's good. Why is it so short? You want more. So.
Oh, that's what people always say. Like, and I was telling somebody that, like, my interludes be like, people be like that they want more, but that's the whole point.
Of the end.
To keep playing it over and over. Yeah, I ain't even think about it like that, but I got a lot of long songs, though. But that's just because type of, like, I be singing all kind of stuff. Like, so I got, like, 4-minute songs, 3-minute songs, and some songs might be 2 minutes.
This wasn't like no blind thing. I literally, so this whole week I've been listening to y'all music, going back and forth trying to picking pieces out and stuff like that, which leads me right into my next question, because I got an idea, of course, of the answer, but we're not talking about success, but we're talking about the style. Who does your music be similar to, or style is like?
Me at different ages. Me at different ages.
You in different ages.
Yeah.
Not nobody, but you at different ages.
Me at different ages.
I like that answer.
That's interesting.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of my music just I feel like one is easy. I look like Drake, goddamn, sometimes, light-skinned nigga. I do search, like, it sound like that, but my brother always told me lately, Lil Baby and No Cap, two people he say. But I grew up listening to a lot of different shit, so I feel like Mace, somebody, Slick Rick.
Storytelling and shit.
Storytelling, like, just on some, just like, sometimes even just animation, like, or the production. Production be a big thing, too, like, at one point, J. Cole was, like, my favorite, then 21, like, 21 a big, I don't know what I think just he sound different than everybody else, so then that's what I've been trying to chase with this new music I got, like, trying to just find my own sound versus sounding like anybody else.
Okay.
But I'd be dumb to be like, I don't sound like, I be hearing it myself sometimes. That's why I'm a hard critic, so I'll sound like certain people. That's what I'm working towards. But I can't think of nobody else for real. R&B, Chris Brown, yeah, hell yeah, Chris Brown.
Niggas, I be singing that shit.
Chris Brown, I grew up on that goddamn, this Christmas, that's what really got me goddamn, I used to mock that shit, the goddamn, when he was in the fucking open mic shit and everybody came and they was like, I ain't need no baby sing, what the hell, get baby off the stage. That was my scene when I was a kid. So hell yeah.
Okay.
For me, I feel like, okay, so I got a lot of music and it ain't out. So
yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie, I seen the tape and then I seen the junk. That What's Up Baby, that motherfucker rag.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Which one?
The What's Up Baby.
Oh, you like the
Yeah.
What's Up Baby? Okay, yeah. So it's like if you go listen to Brick Baby, because that's probably the only tape that I got out, and I got a few other singles. Brick Baby was I feel like I was in a creative space and I was just trying stuff, and it was like my auto-tune phase.
Okay.
So if you that music honestly is probably about 5 years old, even though the tape probably like 2.
Damn.
But I've been recording my whole life, basically half of my life. So that music, like, I have like 100 and some songs, over 100 and some songs, literally. So it's like, I could stop recording and keep putting out a tape. So next year, I have a lot of music. So it's like my range is, so you have the What's Up Baby. Then I might play you a record that remind you of Gunna. Then I might play you a record that, like, it's no limit on my creativity. It's like whatever the beat tells me, that's what it is. So it's like, I don't really, I listen.
The beat is a big thing.
It is.
The beat be what really make you sound like somebody else a lot of times too.
And it's not even about sounding like nobody else, because I don't particularly think that I necessarily sound like anybody.
Yeah,
but people gonna compare you. But it's like, it's so many versions of AC. Like, you can get the singing AC.
Yeah.
You can get the rapping AC. I think the one that I'm working on now is the more vulnerable.
Okay.
I'm trying to show, like, because a lot of my music is like, F these niggas. It's like, let's put them in the dirt. You know what I'm saying?
Put them in the dirt. God damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold up.
Let's knock them out. But, like, now, I'm trying to show, like, the softer side, because it ain't always like that. Like, I'm trying to show all sides of me. So it's just so many versions. Like, I feel like when I put out my next body of music, like, I'm excited for that, because it's been so long, and people will really get to see, like, I still feel like people really don't know, like, all of me for real. Yeah. Like, I'm still showcasing it.
No, I can definitely respect that as well. Yeah. I will say a lot of people make music. And it's kind of hard to decipher good music from bad music. Being honest with you, because everybody got their own taste. Don't get me wrong. And it's like, yo, you don't want to sound like nobody else. Want to create your own sound. You don't think that you sound like nobody else as well. But if mumble rap took over for a while, and niggas is just, I'm a fan of NBA Youngboy. Mm-hmm. That nigga ain't made no good music in 5 tapes, dog. He just dropped a tape the other day. I'm like, yo,
he's made no good music in them 5?
Bro, that nigga, I don't know what happened, maybe the drugs or whatever. I'm a fan of him.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
He's just oversaturated with it.
Bro, nigga drop a tape every week, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like Mo 3 or Rod Wave. I'm a fan of both.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I've realized, talking to my LB and shit, I like pain music.
Right.
I didn't realize it, but now everybody I listen to literally is struggle, grind, pray, pain. Mm-hmm. Talk about the, so you said being vulnerable and telling your story, and Slick Rick, and you talking about telling stories and talking about your livelihood and things like that. I think that's big. I think that's needed as well. Right. And then be able to back it up too, because like people know, like, damn, you came a long way.
Yeah. You
came a long way. I remember when you was goddamn, like I said, grinding at the lunch table, and now look at you making music and shit like that. If I was to put somebody on to your music, what song would you want me to play and why?
Oh my God.
That's a really good question, bro.
I think it depends on, like, the person. Like, if you're gonna put your homeboy on, I got a certain song. If you're gonna put your mama on, I'm not gonna give you my
That's
song.
the perfect answer too.
I'm talking about nothing crazy on it.
That's the perfect.
Okay. Mama with the shits too.
No, I feel it.
Yeah.
Okay. On who mama it is, like he said, because it do depend on who mama it is.
Yeah, turn that shit out. We won't listen to that stuff in here. Yeah. Okay, so it depends on who it is. Okay. So, what would you say is your music style? Melodic, drill, gangster struggle pain, or whatever, backpack rap. What would you consider your music style is currently?
For me, I'm gonna say all of the above. Like, I feel like each tape I dropped so far, all got different styles. Like, all
like a mixture.
Different styles. Like, from pain music to turn music to drill music to alternative to just, yeah. But I think this next one I got about to drop is pure me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm melodic, but I'm also like the What's Up Baby. Like, that's my thing. Or I got the joint with Porter Texture, the joint with Bars. We All Get Money. So it's like I'm either using no auto-tune or I'm vibing.
Okay.
You know, so.
I do a lot of, like, hip-hop and R&B, the main two, but it'd be like soul and like, and just, I feel like y'all said as artists, you do try to it's difficult with how much music's been created over the years, but you do be feeling like you got your own little twist of stuff that don't nobody do. Like, I got albums where I got, like, the track list is a sentence. So when I make my songs, I already know what the song gonna be about before I write it. I'm just writing it because it's off the word.
What you mean the track list is a sentence? That sounds kind of hard.
Like, my first album's named Anxiety, so it was like, I know I got something like, I need to read the joint right quick because I be so much on, like, what I'm on now. That's the name of the songs, like. Yeah, like one of the songs, Anxiety, but the sentence is structured around anxiety, so I know I got anxiety, but I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, X, Y, Z, but everything.
It's a message behind it.
Yeah, okay. So it's a story. The whole joint is a story, so writing the song is easy. It's just the production and all that we be trying to fill the pieces in, but that'd be a lot of my process making albums. Like, one of my homeboys that told me that, like, he don't really know nobody else that did that shit for real, like, where your track list is a sentence. So that's always, I was writing poetry first, like, before I was really rapping, but I wasn't gonna tell nobody. You do that shit for yourself.
Yeah.
I tell niggas that shit all the time. Music first is for yourself, like on some therapeutic, especially where we come from, like Richmond, Petersburg, like, you need to be doing that shit for your mental so you don't crash out X, Y, Z. It'll be a lot of shit people got going on. Then you go and do it for the other people type shit.
I feel that. I like that jump, Right My Wrongs, too.
You fuck with that jump?
Yeah.
People be, yeah.
I fuck with that jump. And, you know, I heard the unreleased jump. We talked about that. Yeah. It's on the way, though. So, now, this is a great question, and I want to see how honest y'all are. Do y'all make filler songs or throwaway music? And what I mean by that is, you know, I got a tape coming out. I need to have X amount of tracks. Let me go ahead and throw this on there just because type shit. It ain't really that, but I made it. Let's throw it on there. Or some shit that's just like, just to fill the album up, or some shit I'm just throwing away.
Nah. I don't. That's why you ain't heard so much of my music, because not that it's necessarily throwaways, but it's like, my thing is, and I got a habit, which I'm going to break next year, I have a habit of sitting on music for a long time. And by the time I put it out, I done heard it 1,000 times. I don't even want to hear it no more. So it almost become whack to me. Okay. But if I was to let you hear it, you might not even know I recorded that song so long ago, or, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's like, but as far as on, like, my projects, like, I ain't putting nothing out I can't stand on. Something like, that way, like, because everybody not gonna like you. Everybody, you might think the song is a banger, somebody might think it's whack, but if I know that I loved it when I put it out, it's really nothing that could, like, bother me, because it's like,
I knew I stood on it. I knew I like it. Now, if I put something out and I was already in my head about it, and then I get the feedback, and, you know, then I'm gonna be like, man, like, I should have listened to myself. Yeah. So I don't never put nothing out that I don't trust. Okay.
But sometimes you could be wrong, because what I also learned is the record you hate be the record everybody love. So you can't be too selfish about it either. So it'd be like a rock and a hard place sometimes, because you might think it's a throwaway, or you might think it's not weak, but it's been records that I love, and I go to my dad, like, and he was like, yeah. And then the record I'm not really feeling, he like, that's the one. I'm like, what?
That's what's just frustrating about music.
Yeah.
Bro. When you make it, you can't choose none of this. Like, you would be like thinking you made this song specifically for X, Y, Z, and then they hear some shit over here. Like, you might love that shit, but you not even thinking it's going,
man,
no, this shit, that's how it is for sure when you're an artist. Like,
you love the one you don't like all the time.
It's always that, bro, for sure.
For me, I say, yesterday I was in the stew from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. We got the track list together from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m., me and my team. Just 8 of us just listening to 60 different songs, trying to really make sure each, 15, I say the number, each 15 numbers off the tape hit, so it won't be no fillers.
Okay. Chinese. Don, you said, what you make those?
I've got a lot of unreleased music. I sit on music, but I don't got 100 songs, or maybe even we probably won't sit down and listen to 60, just because of the process of the way I make music. The name of the album I got coming out is called On the Way, so everything is about being in the car.
Okay.
Or just everything about being on the way, like even the whole process of like this album, some people feel like, this shit harder than a lot of people's shit, but it's the process of being on the way where it's still the journey. It's still leaving room for growth. We not going, a lot of people feel like you're supposed to give your 100%. In music, you can't do that. You don't hold back as far as like you not doing your best, but you leaving room for, because like we always say, like you burn out if they want something next, so you got to structure that shit, plan it out. Like we got this, and then after I drop this, it's gonna be other shit coming like already. You gotta hold on to, because these fans don't give a fuck. They don't care about you just put all your work into this one, then you gotta think and apply. By the time and drop you next, you might be depressed. Then you drop the next joint, and you're like, man, fuck this shit ass, and you in a month like, damn, I ain't got.
That's what he did to Roddy Ricch.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. That's exactly what I was thinking about when I'm saying this, because I'm a Roddy Ricch fan. Like, don't nobody care if you depressed. Like he said that shit on the interview. They don't give a. They feel like he fell off.
Yeah. Well, I ain't. Him and Baby too. I'm a fan of both, but
Baby ain't fall off to me. Roddy, I
that shit he dropped the other day.
What joint?
Which one?
The touchdown shit.
That's hard, man.
His
I ain't
flow.
got a chance
You
to
want to know what it is?
hard.
You know what I think it is, ball?
I ain't like the video.
I gotta listen.
It's the beat that's ass. He's rapping his ass off.
He not rapping like Renner's do, but I'm not mad. I'm just he got rich. He got rich.
Like Renner's do, but
He got rich. I mean,
like
man.
5 a.m. How you feel about 5 a.m.? He rapping his ass. Everybody posting that shit on their story. They trying to say he fell off. I
Yeah,
don't see nothing but
TikTok.
5 a.m.
Yeah, you know, man.
He really speaking on 5 a.m.
Listen,
The album gonna be fire.
I hope so. I
think it's gonna be fire.
They said Gunna start writing for him. I don't know the truth, but I'm not there, so I don't know.
Gunna wrote for him before though. He confirmed that himself.
Yeah, that's wicked, man. Do you all have, speaking of making filler music or throwaway music, whatever, do y'all genuinely have people in your corner that tell you, nah, that's not it?
Yeah.
That's like, might go back to the drawing board. Might not say that's ass, but
Oh yeah.
yo, nah, gang, I don't know. You might be trying some different shit with that, but that one ain't it.
My pops for sure.
He'll keep it a bean with you.
My pops gonna tell me something whack. He ain't feeling it. Like he gonna keep it 100. Like he gonna tell me what he gonna tell me he love it, and he gonna tell me he hate it.
Yeah.
Like he not gonna sugarcoat it with me. That's who I go to. That's the first person I send my music to. Like as crazy as I talk. Like, but he don't never judge. But if it's, I could talk the craziest. And if it's fire, it's fire. And if it's whack, it's whack.
Yeah.
That's valid.
I feel like my older brother. Well, I only got one blood brother, but you know, you niggas got brothers in their lives. But my brother, he got them. Growing up, my dad was like big on like, we grew up on real rap. Like I grew up on old school music. So I grew up on, my dad would play everything that was current and old school all in one day, like in one, you know what I'm saying? I ride around with him in the city for like an hour, 2 hours at one time. He just playing shit. So being that like you grow up listening to that type of music, it make you kind of, they old heads from New York, so they take rap a whole different, like, they critique it different. My older brother, like I know niggas will be cool with certain shit, like, you know what I'm saying? We grew up on mumble rap, trap shit. Them niggas want to hear real bars, like. So my older brother's hard to impress. Like, I mean, that shit cool, but nigga, you know what I'm saying? Even when I was like, how you say you hoop, I used to hoop first. And then I remember I quit basketball because when I was young, I didn't get it. You know how, like, it's really serious. Like, we really in the trenches for real, but sometimes you a kid, you might not understand, like. So when I quit basketball and I started rapping, I told him, he was like, all right, nigga, you quit basketball, so you say you rapping, you got to show me. And then after a year, he was like, no, this nigga really serious for real. Like, this nigga really, and that was just like, that when I knew it was like, all right, God was just telling me basketball wasn't it for real. Still as a hobby, I love that shit. Like, I want to be in a celebrity all-star game. I will still hoop, get niggas buckets, but it ain't what I'm supposed to be doing, like music type shit. And my brother, one of them people that really make sure that, like, that's why I'm the way I am. My taste is a certain kind of way.
That's valid.
Type shit.
I ain't gonna say like they be like it's ass, nothing like that. But they'll be like, okay, like you sure you want to go with like that verse? Like it all depends on like what style you gonna bring out. Like they'll be like, what type of mode you in? Like,
Yeah.
And then it's also like different type of friends as well. Like, you know, you got your hood friends, your friends about business. You got your, you know, your friends that got other things going on. So of course, like they're gonna have different opinions on like, I ain't trying to hear about that. I'm trying to hear about hoes, drugs, money.
That's a good point too.
Definitely gotta know who you
Yeah,
playing.
you gotta know who you playing.
Some people got different. We got being from the bird, you got all different type of friends. I'm cool with so many different type of people.
So many different type of people.
They gonna want different.
I got friends that's criminals, doctors,
Yeah.
lawyers.
Exactly.
Yeah, for
Hell
sure.
yeah.
C's get degrees, you know what I mean?
And all treat me the same, but like, yeah, it just depends on who you really like playing it for. Like I know, like I ain't finna play like no calm stuff for like and my boys that's on that like
they're like,
I'm the type I don't give a fuck. They'll tell you some
bang bang shit.
I play some R&B with some real hood niggas, and I don't give a fuck. I want to hear what the fuck I want to hear. I don't be giving a fuck about none of that shit.
No, that's why it's good to get multiple
opinions. On his point, to get their opinion on the track.
Oh yeah, get their opinion.
Or somebody tell you, no, you're not gonna ask, but they be like, and just so happen we go back to divert back to it. Lil Baby, when he dropped that, hey. And niggas was like, yo, there's no way his man's went in the studio with him. Yeah. Let him record that shit.
He did, though.
Yeah.
Did you see the video?
I feel like Hey is underrated.
In the studio?
Well, of course, you the breadwinner. They gonna shoot, man, that shit hard. That shit right.
Singing it.
And it is different with Baby in that career, because Baby the type nigga, and that's what it's sad. Baby the type nigga, I know he got some real niggas around him, but there's a lot of yes men around him.
Absolutely.
Because he's so solid, he taking care of these niggas, so ain't nobody gonna fuck up their opportunity.
He just gave my mama $2,500. Man, that shit hard, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
Niggas be able to flame.
Yeah. Oh God, bro.
Yo.
Oh God.
What's the difficulty, if you guys have ever had, of clearing a sample?
I don't even want to talk about that right now.
I ain't never had.
So I done had a song flag before, where just off the sample. I ain't gonna say the artist that flagged me.
Yeah.
But then they hit the people up that helped me get it through, and they was like, yeah, we want this certain cut. And I was like, nah, you're not getting that cut. So then they got the song removed. But that depends, yeah. You just gotta really have that bread ready.
I just want my song up. If somebody was to come at me, I just want I don't want them to take it down, because I'll trap off that. I don't need the money. I just need the exposure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of money, now you can pass the question if you don't like. I'm not gonna answer that. When it comes to investing in yourself, right? And obviously you got your process and things like that. Just a rough estimate. Give me two values. How much money you think you spent on your music, and how much money you think you made from your music? Rough estimate off top of your head. You ain't give me specific digits. I don't need tax form.
I'm gonna say estimate. I'm gonna say that last year I was more up. Like what I put in, I made more off that. But the years before, yeah, you in the hole.
Okay, you in the red.
But it come with it though. Like
you investing in yourself.
Yeah, you gotta understand that everything will be what you think it is at first. Like, everything takes time, like you said earlier. It's a process for real. Like the people that's with you, they gonna stick.
So me, like, mind you, I don't have one tape, so I didn't put more in it than I didn't got back, for sure. So right now, I don't look at it like that. Like, I know I gotta put more in than you gonna get back right now. Because it's gonna be that one song, or it's gonna be that one thing that's gonna make everything turn around. But yeah, I didn't definitely, because you gotta think about, I've been recording since I was 10, maybe consistently since I was 15. So, and back, like now I have a job, I have life. But back then, I didn't have nothing to do. I was in the studio every week, a couple times a week, especially when I was in college. Like, the White Night Boys, we used to be in the studio almost every day. So think about all that money, 60 hour, you in the studio for 8 hours, sometimes by yourself, sometimes with other people. Like, I can't even calculate video, $400, $500. I gotta get my hair done, my makeup done, clothes, like, girls, not to take away from the dudes, because dudes gotta put in the same effort. But they can,
absolutely
but
right.
girls
You gotta get your hair done for.
Gotta take it a whole nother mile. Like,
you just gotta get a haircut.
Y'all can, you ready? I wouldn't even get on camera like this as far as a video because my makeup not done. So it's like I feel like girls got it a little bit like harder sometimes. But that's also, I try not to be hard on myself because that's contradicting. Like Glorilla, she blew up off a song that her and her friends was just being themselves, I'll just say, in the video. Now she looks totally different. But it's like, we do gotta put in that like, everything like that. All of it is expensive.
Yeah. That's valid.
So I agree to an extent. Like, I feel like...
But y'all gotta get fresh. And y'all clothes is a little bit more expensive. Like, we can get cute and, like,
hair,
nothing.
Nails, all that
but
shit. Get a haircut and a fit straight.
You know what I'm saying? How much your cut?
I'm natural.
My cut? Shoot, I go to Gavin. Gavin charged 60.
60?
And I try to get cut every week.
Every week?
Okay.
You get charged 60 for a cut?
Yeah. But I mean, you gotta remember, like, the cut prices.
60. All right, so you gotta get your makeup done. That's 60 to 100. You need your hair done. That's 100 to whatever. You need an outfit. That might not be that bad. You might need your nails done, lashes. You know what I'm saying? You just need your fit and your haircut, and you gonna pay the video man. Oh, and your hair done. Okay. All right.
But also too though, you'll get a deal with like a discount before I get a discount.
How?
Just because I'm
You a girl.
Yeah, you a girl. That's just,
a good,
that's how the game goes.
That's a good point too.
That's
I
how
don't
the
know
game
about
goes.
that. Discount with who?
I mean, a videographer. Like a videographer think you bad. I promise you gonna get a discount.
I disagree.
I promise.
I mean, if you carry if you carry it a certain way,
Real hustlers ain't going. Real hustlers ain't negotiating their price.
business. I don't know. I don't.
You get some on the back end.
I could.
For sure.
Not with the one I deal with though. But
you got certain videographers?
Yeah,
Oh,
I got.
that's
You know what I'm
different.
saying?
Yeah,
But I could. I say
Yeah,
that.
but if like you was shopping around stuff like that, nah, I'm pretty
All right,
sure.
whatever.
You be like all my friends coming. Some videographers. That
Facts. Yo, look, I'm gonna look out on this one. You see that friend over there? Yeah, I need
Yeah,
that.
some videographers that sad. Like, they gonna look out.
All right.
Yeah, that'd be like that for sure.
What you got, Don? What you think? How much you put in? How much you know?
Rough estimate, I might say like maybe 10 bands.
Put in?
Just cause I got studio equipment, and that costs a little bit. Then, like she said, you really don't know after all them years of doing it. And she done did it longer than me. Y'all niggas did it longer than me. I've always loved music, but I won't doing it or spending my own money into it. So that goes to show if I say 10 and I've been doing it probably 5 years less than them, and ain't no telling because they record more songs than me too. She's sitting on 100. I'm sitting on a good amount, but I ain't sitting on nowhere near that much at the same time. So
Yeah, still consistently spending money.
I might have only made like $50 on some shit. Like,
yeah,
It's hard to make money off.
Listen, but that's the reason why I
I
asked
don't
that.
promo though at all, so I feel like my $50 to me is I feel grateful because I don't do I don't go outside, none of that shit, and my shit still get played every day. So I know what I could do if I was once I really get in that mode, and I don't really feel no press to even go outside or network all that much because I'm still finding my sound XYZ. But if they loving this shit off of me not doing nothing, but just the, you know what I'm saying, the bare minimum as far as promo, I know what that shit gonna do when we get right and really put the plan together.
That's valid. Because imagine what you could do if you actually put the effort behind it to really get into it. I always ask that when it comes to business owners or artists or people who got professions. Because like I said, me thinking the pod was going to...
Oh, yeah.
No. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm definitely in the red. But...
You called my phone. I remember you told me that.
But you got to love what you do.
And you got something too, though. Like, any real person who, like, any hustler, any goddamn... You gonna take losses... And that shit lessons, bro. Lessons better than anything, for real. You know more than somebody who didn't take that loss.
Facts. Because I tried.
Yeah.
What would you say y'all recording process is like? Walk me through what y'all recording process look like. Just you and your homies. You know what I'm saying? Might need a blunt, might need a bottle of liquor, might need a certain color Starburst, certain producer. Walk me through what the process look like.
Depend on the day. Sometimes I write a lot too, so sometimes I'm in the mood to just go in the studio and create. Other times I already got it wrote, but like I be liking my friends, my homegirls in there. Like if I know I'm going in there, I'm trying to be turned. I like to create the environment. So if it's something personal, I usually go by myself. Not personal, but if it's something I need to like, it's slow or something that because I don't want people in the studio bored because it is a process. Like sometimes it ain't just especially when you're not rapping and you kind of singing, it ain't just a one take type of thing. Like, and when you writing out loud, it take you a little minute. So I need my blunt, I need a little liquor, and depending on the situation, I have my homegirls will be in there turn. I need Joe Skeet, that's my engineer, or Bert Wow. Them my two go tos. But yeah, if I don't have that blunt though, I don't know if I can focus too much. But
I got you.
Shit.
I need that blunt.
Shit, shout out Bird All Wild. He on my new album, goddamn. Buki All Wild always my engineer for real. That shit, like, if you go to their crib, bruh, that shit, like, when you go down to the basement, it's like life don't exist no more outside of that. It's like it's like an escape for us, therapy. That's why I don't think people really understand. Like, some people might look at it like Petersburg, we just make a bunch of hood shit, street shit, but if you really go down there, you know how genuine that shit is. but that's part of the process for real. Cause like she said, even if it's just myself, I know Bert and Buki, them niggas not gonna judge me for the real me. Like they respect people for who they really is versus they just trying to get something out you.
Very true.
That's very important. That's why a lot
Shout
of
out
niggas'
to Bert
music
for
ain't
sure.
pain music like Rod Wave. If you go in that motherfucker, you can make some pain music or you can make some traps. Whatever you want to do, they gonna let you do that shit and support you with that shit.
That's valid. Shout out to Bert for sure, though. That's my nigga.
And my dog, bro, he spaz on everything. And I smoke. I like this. Majority of the time I'm gonna be high. One song I sung though on my album I didn't sing specifically, and I ain't smoked, and I had like drunk some tea like before I did this shit because I knew I was singing kind of in a sense. It was just straight R&B for real. So, like she said, it depends on the song, but a lot of the time, yeah.
For me, I think it depends on like the moment in my life how I'm gonna record it. Like I remember at one point in time, I wake up at like 2, 3 a.m. That's the only time I was gonna write a song ever. Like the only time I.
The only you get
only
that
time
writer
I ever
block
even
out.
think about like I'm asleep, I wake up, and I ain't got nothing to do till 8 a.m. I ain't just finna be up, play the game with the homeboys too long.
Yeah.
So now I ask like one of my producers send me some beats. Shout out Miguel. After that, I just go to work, and then another point in my life, what I do is I get the beat, he give me the beat, I freestyle. I record my freestyle just so I get like a flow, melody, just like figure out, okay, this is a style that I like, or if I don't like the style. Or I just go with the style straight off and just see how we gonna go. And then I just go ahead and pick what words I fool with, and then add my own little bars to make it hit like 10 times harder. And Gringo or Walk, they just turn it up for me.
Gringo or Walk, okay. What is your response to people saying we need more doctors, lawyers, and nurses, not more rappers?
I make enough money, I could put you in position to be that.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really have an opinion on it. Like, I mean, you be who you want to be. If you want to be a rapper, you be a rapper. You want to be a doctor, you be a doctor. You be whatever is in your heart. Like, I don't, But I feel like they coming from a funny stance. Like, maybe for the ones that can't do it, because there's a lot of, there's some people that might just be make us look bad sometimes.
Very true.
But other than that, I feel like just be who you want to be.
I think we do. I think we need both.
Okay.
Because I feel like both, can help the world out. If you ask me, shoot, I feel like if a lot of rappers could be doctors, they'll do both. I'm sure of it.
I ain't gonna lie, have two professions and shit.
They had
you know what I'm saying?
I'm sure.
Save lives by the day.
There's a lot of toxic shit that happen as doctors too, goddamn.
Can't be no doctor.
Grey's Anatomy and all that shit, they get wicked, bro. You can make some good music being a doctor, goddamn.
Like, for instance, who you think the biggest rapper in 2024 is so far?
2024?
Yeah.
Keep it a beam with you, unfortunately. Boss Man.
Okay, Boss Man. And Boss Man,
I ain't said best, biggest.
Kendrick
so
the
far?
biggest.
Okay, 2024.
You just a Wayne fan. That's all I know.
I'm sorry. He should have got the bowl. Go ahead and listen.
Okay, for sure. If Boss Man could do, you gotta give me somebody else. Who you think the biggest?
Kendrick.
2024?
Kendrick.
Okay,
Or you
for
can
sure.
say Glorilla.
I was finna say Glow.
No, Glow. Hey,
Glow. But I was
Glow
gonna say
got
I'm
album
being
of the year. Glow got album of the year.
Boss Man had a hell of a year.
For sure. If Glorilla or Kendrick could do surgery, you know how much money they'll make?
But most people want to go to them. honestly
Yeah,
speaking.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, if they could do it, I'm pretty sure they'll do both.
Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact. If you could have a dream collab, one producer and one artist, dead or alive, who would it be?
God.
For me, producer, Pharrell.
Okay.
Pharrell, definitely. Dead or alive. That I know that I probably changed my life and changed like history. Probably like Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Michael Jackson for sure.
For real, Michael Jackson crazy. That'd be fire.
That'd be a crazy
That'd be
move.
fire as a bitch.
That's so hard for me to answer. I don't even know. I don't even know who I would. Cause I love music so much. It's not really about the artist for me. It's like the song.
Yeah. How the song come out? Because I know a lot of collaboration I thought was going to go crazy. And
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's about a feeling. Like, music is a feeling to me. So it's like, I love a lot of people. I don't know who I would, like, it's so many people that I feel like my sound might mesh, like, good with. So it's like, I don't know. But I do know, like, I would love to work with Missy Elliott in some way, in some form. Like, because she produces, she write, she do everything.
Yeah.
So.
If I was to do a rap song, the first thing that popped in my head, just because they my favorites right now, 21 Savage, Metro Boomin.
Okay. That's
But
valid.
R&B would be like some different shit. Like, I don't know maybe somebody like Timbaland or some shit, and then like I always feel like I want to do a song with Jasmine Sullivan. I feel like niggas, if rappers was to do a song with Jasmine Sullivan, they shit would go up. Cause she really would be goddamn. I fuck with shit like that. Jasmine Sullivan or
Like,
Keisha
switch
Cole.
it
I
up,
feel like
shit.
Keisha Cole and I'm disappointed in Keisha Cole Huncho songs. I feel like that was supposed to be crazy. But maybe
I'm
Keisha
disappointed
Cole
in her relationship with that nigga, but that's just me though.
That shit
That's
would
just
make
me.
good music. She's supposed to go back to that shoulda cheated part 2 type shit.
Keep it a bang with you, hunt your ass. But listen,
50-50 with me. He could be so much. This is auto-tune and
yeah, that shit. Yeah. I realize a lot of people outside of music are awkward and weird as a bitch. And the reason why I asked you about the Dream collab, because you know they said a lot of people, you'll get 21 on the joint and you freeze up. Not saying that you would, but
yeah.
oh shit, I gotta, man, this gotta be perfect. Like, I can't mess this opportunity up type shit. You know what I'm saying? People get right a block. Drake hop on the shit and they be like, damn, I don't. He came in here like this. I gotta get down.
Try to
Yeah,
But I know for real, and Mike ain't gonna let me put out no bullshit.
100%. Mike ain't getting on no bullshit.
Mike
That's a whole
ain't
different
getting on no
process
bullshit.
back then. What they was
Yeah.
doing and what we doing now.
Yeah.
You get to, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We'll be in this for a month making
I
that
could get
one
like
single.
a hook from Aaliyah. Aaliyah?
Yeah.
Yeah, some like a hook
Shout out
from
to
her.
Aaliyah, bro.
Like,
That's
Shout out to
I
Aaliyah
always
for
wondered
sure.
like where she would be, like where her music would sound like modern.
she be over being.
They say it wouldn't be a lot of, yeah.
Yeah.
They say women, females running the rap game. What are y'all thoughts?
I think that's
Facts.
accurate right now.
It's facts.
I know two of the biggest projects of the year was Glow and
Sexy Red.
Sexy Red. Damn, you like Sexy Red? I like the ghetto-ness, the authenticity of her, but the music is just, you
It
know.
depend on.
But Lotto's cool too. But Glow, every day Glow get play for me.
For real? I
Glow
fuck
is
with
like
Sexy.
that.
Yeah.
I think Glow the full pack.
As long as she don't lose the authenticity about her being who she is, we
She'll
good.
be all right. She the yeah.
100%. She get play for me until then. You know what I'm saying? I got two last two things. Top 5 artists dead or alive all time.
I'm gonna say my top 5 before we say top 5. Then you know,
Okay.
you be like, you know, your top 5 might not be my top 5.
No, that's just opinion. Yeah.
So I say my top 5, but it's for different reasons as well. Like, you know, I had to throw Pharrell out there just because like the influence. Like I like how like he did the movies, he did the music, he did the festivals. You know, so I think it's more than just the music. I would have never thought this growing up. Tyler, the Creator.
Okay.
For sure. Even coming from the hood, like you'll never hear somebody from the hood say.
I would never listen to that nigga. Gotcha.
But you gotta understand like
That
the
nigga nice,
process,
man.
what
That
he
nigga
be saying,
Okay.
what he do. He got his own festival. I respect it. Whole 110%. 3. Why I go 3? ASAP Rocky.
Okay.
Same like in terms of like it's just more than music. Like music is like
It's
the
bigger
base,
than
but,
that,
like,
yeah.
It's bigger. Like these are artists that I feel like bigger than that. 4 I had to throw in. Trying to think who can I like. Rob Banks. A lot of people don't know who Rob Banks is.
I don't.
Rob Banks underrated for sure. Rob Banks. Oh yeah, Rob Banks for sure. 5. That 5 spot. Me.
Okay.
No, that's right.
I like that. I like that. I ain't allowed expecting one of y'all to say, yeah, me. You know what I'm saying?
I don't do that shit. I love music so much.
Yeah.
I ain't in that shit yet.
Who your top 5? Dead or alive?
Leon Thomas in my shit now.
Okay.
I think I gotta put Future in my shit.
Okay.
Yeah, he too different with that shit. That shit different. Chris Brown.
Okay.
Cody.
Damn, something make me wanna. No judgment. I wanna put Tory Lanez in my shit.
Okay. Let's
As
do it
a-
with your top 5. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna agree.
You know, I get
Tory
it.
make
I
good
get
music,
anybody
though.
gripe. Yeah, I get anybody gripe with it. You know what I'm saying? But musically, that nigga is crazy. And
What's that for?
Yeah, that's 4, ain't it?
Who your 5?
That shit difficult as a motherfucker.
So
Maybe I'll just say Mace right now, because I fuck with Mason and I think to see where he at now, how he doing the podcast, how it really is, considering the whole situation with who he was with,
Yeah.
and where he ended up.
Did he do it? Did he? Yeah.
I fuck with Mace. Mace was always one of my favorites, bro. That might be it. And that shit ain't really, that's just me off that ain't even a solid, but that's just 5 artists that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said Mace was 5?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What you got?
It's like that question is always hard for me to answer. Like I never really know how to put. I really love music, so it's like the only person that I could say, like, I could tell you who I studied.
Okay.
I studied Wayne.
Okay.
I studied Lil' Kim.
The greatest rapper alive.
I studied Nicki. I studied
Wayne.
like I remember, like I was in love with when Young Money was coming up, like when it was all of them, like
See, the real be knowing, yo.
all of them, like
Super Bowl,
Gutter,
man.
Mac Man. Like I watched Nicki come up. Like I loved Nicki when Nicki was on the come up, when she was like literally doing the DVDs. Like those are the people. Like I studied Eve. I'm not saying they top 5, but those are the people that I went back and did my research on. Even Jay-Z, like his older music. And then kind of like, maybe I'm tripping, but like with studying him, it made me realize like his influence on Drake a little bit.
Who?
Jay-Z. Yeah.
He
like,
that's
like
you a
if
real
listen
artist if
to
you know
him-
that.
If you listen to him.
All them niggas, anybody that we know Jay-Z influenced.
So it's like, I don't know. It's just a lot of people that I was inspired
Rod
by.
Wave, it was a big thing. They try to bring that up.
Yeah, it's all good. Hey, Rod one of them niggas. You know what I
I
mean?
like Rod, but
I
yeah.
don't like how they got on the black man for it when Drake do it. And I'm a light skinned nigga. He black still, but why when Drake was taking everybody's shit. Drake and J. Cole.
Yeah.
I know it's a certain privilege because I might get away with certain shit that other people don't get away, but I'm not the type of nigga that take advantage of it and lie like it ain't. Because when Rod Wave do it, Boosie want to make a whole big deal, and it's
I
like
think Boosie just want to be relevant still. That's my dog.
I
That's
think
my
he
dog.
needed some money.
Yeah, for sure. He
More
want
than
a
that was-
portion. He want a cut of whatever. He told $250, and he wanted like 20% of the song or whatever as he made. Would you say that Big Rock was a trash song after listening to it after all these years?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Cool.
I mean,
Wayne, my favorite rapper.
When you
but
compare,
listen to them
like-
bars, I was like,
like his.
Well, not
she had that good. She Michael Jackson, babe. I'm attracted to her attractive ass.
I mean, I feel
And
like
then we
it could be
murderers.
corny, but listen to the music
That's a fire
now.
bar though, at that point.
Like it was catchy. It was a little bop. Like
Yeah, it was
that
a bop.
cool.
Nah,
Like,
but I
it
was like,
the
yo,
purpose of it.
she see me with a no Stevie Wonder. She don't
it
even
was-
want because I know she bad and I got a
They was
nigga
just trying to
grocery.
put them in position. You could,
Yeah.
coming from the bird, you see that a lot of the time, bro.
Yeah, that's valid.
It's a lot of niggas that just rap just cause you fuck with a nigga they hood, and you just want to see these niggas win. They don't even really. They know they shit damn near not ass, but they know they ain't rapping. They just want to be on the song. So it's a lot of that shit, bro. Like
Yeah, they say Atlanta the same way. My last question to you guys is, what's coming up? What's next? What we got in the pipeline? What's happening? Tell me what's coming up. What can I look out for?
Well, I'm about to drop next week. I put this single out, What's Up, Baby? We're going to drop the video next Friday.
Okay.
And then after that, top of the year, we're just going to keep pushing single after single after single, video after video.
You got an album coming soon?
Around my birthday in March, we're gonna put out a project.
Okay.
I always put something out on my birthday. So it's going to be a project this time.
Heard you.
I got an album name on the way coming out December 19th. I'm gonna have like a documentary and shit, like clips of me recording it, like actually the process, just talking with certain people, just the whole, like, just behind the scenes, how people say they want behind the scenes. I'm gonna have a lot of that shit, and there's gonna be other projects, and I got hella other singles and stuff coming soon too. But my album, that's a big thing on the way, gonna be a big deal.
Heard you.
Got a project on the way.
Yeah, John.
Grim 2, January 3rd, right before J5.
Where you said with 15 tracks, right?
18 tracks.
Heard you.
All gas, no brakes.
All gas, no brakes. Gotta make sure be on the lookout. We're gonna also throw some clips in here and make sure y'all tapped in with them for sure. Man, but I definitely want to appreciate y'all for coming on. I'll be on the lookout for the music that's coming. That video, like I told you, that what's up, baby, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker there, you feel me? But I'll be on the lookout for the music, of course. You know, I'm gonna share it. We're gonna repost it, whatever, like that, and I'm excited to see what's to come.
I appreciate the Cold Podcast for having me.
Oh
For
God,
sure.
bro. I'm a fan. I'm really real fan of this joint, bro. So
Man, going on right now.
100, man.
On the way up for sure.
Yeah, and we on the way, and we just like that.
How many views you want this video at?